Score 2-3-1. Alright. Number 1 versus number 2, baby. Come on. Yo. Oh, no. Oh my god. How did he get that pass in there, though? I mean, the shot, my bad. The shot. Look at that. Bro, you gotta be kidding me, bro. My boys. My blues. No ref. Oh my god. Okay, good save. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god. The post. The post. Let's go. Let's go. Man, saying the Algerian goat. I'm not even gonna say his name, man. I'm calling Bondi, bro. I'm calling Bondi. I'm calling Ja. Ja with the goal. Ja with the goal. Ja with the goal. You know, oh, whoa, I forgot to use my son. Ain't no way we coming out here with a draw, bruh. Wow. You could have easily took 3 point, took points away from them, bruh. Oh, man, what a save, bro. What the, man? Oh my, is that Kevin Holland? No, wait. Evelyn Holland. Let's go. Let's go. Algerian goat. Our boy Ja. No way. Look at that counter attack. Look how fucking fast he ran. Bro is bucking it. Ah. No way, bro. Oh my god, it was easy. Oh my god. Ja. He passed from Corpio. Oh, me papé! That's one way to score your first goal. Oh, Pokey! Yes, sir. Back from injury. Oh. Oh my. What the fuck? Oh, we gotta hit him with a counter attack. Oh my. No, we suck at defending corners, bro. Ooh. Solis. Outside the box banger. Yeah. Oh man, that's a goal. Makai? Oh man. So it's an easy dub, easy W, easy W. Oh, what the? That's offside? No way. Look how fast they scored that goal. He didn't even have time to think. Oh my. Man, between the legs, too. In 2 minutes, it's crazy. Yo, what the? Hey. Oh, thank God they caught that one. Oh, what a save. Oh, what? That's a crazy ass save. Oh my god, we dropped points again. We dropped points at home too. That's the crazy part. Oh. Mm. Oh, what? How did he save that? Oh. Oh man, that would have been a good pass. Oh, wait, Floppy? Oh my god, let's go.
This photo was taken by hikers in Bolivia. Initially, it just looks like an attractive shot of the surrounding area, but something odd can be spotted on the other side of the lake. Zooming in closer, there appears to be a semi-transparent creature walking along the edge of the water. Elongated arms and legs, rounded head, with large bulbous eyes. The creature seems to be some kind of interdimensional creature, or just an elaborate hoax. It could be a hoax, but yeah, they did a great job of what it is, because it's so big. There's a whole bunch of stuff right there, and you would have to want to zoom in on the image in order to see what it is. That's it.
Oh my god, let's go.
That's crazy. That's crazy. They were zooming in and out on it. Is whatever that thing is, using the camera to do that. That's crazy. Absolutely amazing. What would that have been?
Yes. I'm gonna dive. And never keep a clean sheet, bro.
This is CGI. That's what it looked like. The UFO itself is CGI. Now they could have put in the data. They could have looked at camera and just
Okay, Lima. Oh yeah.
she says, remember what she says? You're gonna take it 24 hours to agree. What does that mean? That don't make any kind of sense. They would take it and took it over 24 hours to make this video. It didn't see it.
Oh, y'all. That boy Kita. What? Offside? Oh my god.
to be in space reside in the triangle, and anyone who tries to go there will be stopped by the military and ordered to turn around. This is the thing. When could they be up to something here?
Oh wow.
We didn't see what's land. Yeah, so there's some shenanigans. But we have seen rockets land. Yeah, so there's some shenanigans because we didn't see the rocket land that was supposed to go out in space. It's not actually in space. It's just in the Bermuda Triangle hanging out. Bro, you think our government gonna be spending millions of dollars to make these dang on rockets just so they can land in the ocean of the Bermuda Triangle? That's a waste. That is a waste. I feel like if there was something to where, they needed to bring in, and then so into those rockets, there's going to be like a missile that's going to shoot it. It's going to be so strong, it's going to be able to break through the firmament so that the actual rocket can go through it. They don't do that. That's not what happens. They don't get it. It's going to go in your theory. Okay? This is why the United States wants Symantec. Over the last few decades, miners in South Africa have been consistently digging up these really strange metal spheres. They are all about 1 inch in diameter and have these strange edges. Again, they are all made of metal, and some of them are solid and some of them are hollow. And what's super weird about these is they're being dug out of rock that is pre-Cambrian. It's being dug out of rock that is 2.8 billion years old. As far as we know, no humans were alive that long ago. The Earth itself was like 4.5 billion years old. And on top of that, really nicely smooth walls like this are not made naturally. There has been no explanation as to where these are coming from or how they've been made. Yeah. What's wrong? But smooth walls have been made naturally in multiple different sets. Like, what is he talking about? Does he not know this? Made a big inaccurate statement. Okay. Have been made, but we do know that they cannot be naturally made. They had to have been placed there at some point in history, which makes absolutely no sense. It goes against everything we know about ourselves and this planet. Just saying, it's really weird, and that's just one of the many unexplainable archaeological finds that I recently followed if you want to see more about. Being held that far out of the sky. And hell was like perfectly smooth and round. And when a rock tumbles down a snowy mountain and then collect freaking snow, it becomes a perfectly round smooth ball as well.
Bobresky.
What the heck? This is real. This is real cave. Whoa, look at this. Like a person. See that? I've never seen nothing like this before. Somebody had gone into a
Bobresky
freaking
got
cave
hurt,
and chiseled out
and it was into.
these equal spaces. Or is this a man-made cave? Yeah, you got like a dragon in it. No, it's like a legit cave. I have no idea what to make of that clip. If you guys know where that was or what that was about, please comment down below. We want to hear more. A man was trapped in his home by the flood on the surveillance video. This video is currently the strangest available on the dark web. It was posted anonymously, so I don't have any information. But it does show several paranormal events taking place.
I hate dolls. I hate dolls. Oh my god, that thing was freaking. I was gonna go back, but I don't want to see it again.
But the ending calls everything into question.
It's crazy. Man, he can scare himself. His own question. Question is the exact same so far. It never changed. Look at this one. Yeah. Who the heck recorded her in this bathroom? Why is she on the bathroom having a full-blown conversation on the phone like this? The dark web.
Ancient Egyptian tombs inside of Grand Canyon. That's what an explorer found right before the government closed the area off. Way back in 1909, the Arizona Gazette reported a story of a miner, GgNoRaGe, looking for gold.
Rocky, what the Brody? You gotta make that. Bro, it's not that. It's not that handball, bro. That plays that. Okay,
In the middle stood a giant statue of one of the golden lotus flowers in each hand. Now, blue has nothing to do with ancient Egypt, which actually makes this a little more adventure, but we're getting there, I promise. This looks like it was an ancient underground city, which actually exists all around the world in places like Derinkuyu in Turkey. GG was the name. This might have been the discovery of the century, so of course humans asked for funding to explore more from the Smithsonian. The World Gaming Museum Research and Education Institute, the gatekeeper of archaeological evidence made by the U.S. government. It greatly sent a team of scientists and miners led by S.A. Jordan to fully estimate this mind-blowing discovery. With this team back on the expedition, GG fortified the caves and realized they barely scratched the surface.
oh my god, let's go, Pizza. Some lights.
What tools that they have back then that they could freaking dig tunnels and caves and walls and systems that were 12 feet in width? And what did they have that they could do that with? If they were doing this by just manpower alone, they would have took them who knows how long. At least as far as we know. You know what I'm saying? As far as our capabilities today with manpower, it would take so long. But back then, what did they do different?
Oh my god, what a scene.
It even did speed up the process. It didn't take as long as we think it would have taken. That's amazing. But at the same time, is it true? Because it's talking about the Grand Canyon. But we do know there's so many areas of the Grand Canyon that we cannot explore.
Signs of an ancient civilization far more advanced than what should have been here at the time. But then they find this: Egyptian hieroglyphs carved and painted on the walls and stone tablets with silver hieroglyphs. And then finally, we came to the pyramids built all out of the old walls, each containing some giant human beings, studied being reported as reptilian looking. Yeah, and Egyptian tombs in the Grand Canyon. They call this complex the Citadel. At the end of our expedition, hundreds of rooms were discovered, estimated to house up to 50,000 people. They determined that, of course, this was their major event.
Oh, he's like, I was confused. Okay, that boy Yama. Dama.
This isn't the only time that such a claim was made. Like, the Gosford hieroglyphs carved into rock in Australia, which look almost identical to the Egyptians. It's hard to tell exactly how they were. Of course, someone else carved them here a few years ago to portray the Lord of the written language of the Micmac, a Native American tribe that lived along the Atlantic coast, which there's a fact similarities with Egyptian hieroglyphs, two cultures that allegedly had no contact with each other. This one was just a coincidence, of course, just like the frontier Africa, found in Bolivia, the Sumerian cuneiform script writing. That's ancient Mesopotamian writing of common South America. So artifacts of ancient Middle Eastern civilizations found in the Americas have happened while we just born. To this day, the Smithsonian denied the expedition to the Grand Canyon ever happened. And historians and explorers are forced to groups and Native American tribes, Native American tribes, the Navajo, Zuni, Honafuego, legends of a race that existed there before. Even citing the Grand Canyon specifically as the place where the first people emerged. These myths all speak of either of race reptilians, yes, or those of
That's that. Oh, it's him. Offside. Offside.
That's like a silver coming to the sky, which all line up perfectly with continents, not to mention peoples around the world, like beings descend from the sky and give civilization to humanity. And it's exactly what the Smithsonian just said because it would imply that cultures like the ancient Egyptians had received contact with the Americas, completely destroying their current narrative of isolationism, which states that groups of humans evolved independently of each other all around the world. Today, this section of the Grand Canyon has some interesting official names for the formations found in like the Tower of Set over at Sites Town. She understood all Egyptian names, and these formations have been the most interesting found in any other canyon. Alright, enough yapping. Where is this cave? And can we scope through these caves with all the stuff? Three of those, not easy. The exact area where the center of the that's the first one. The Grand Canyon has hundreds of
limits outlined. They're hiding something. I got a theory about the city in the end.
Man-made caves all over it that are confirmed real. Only 30 that have been officially mapped out, some of which are sealed with steel gates or safe. When amateur explorers tried checking out the region, planes and helicopters would appear out of nowhere over areas designated as no-fly zones. Some claiming they can even spot remnants of pyramids and other ancient structures on the cliffs of the canyon, implying the Grand Canyon may actually be the site of a bustling ancient city. Rumors of ancient Egyptian remains and underground cities in the Grand Canyon. Government closed the area off, and then planes and drones are found scouting the area. Are they hiding something from us, or am I just going to get stitched into another Mr. Know-It-All debunking video?
I can't think of the guy's name, but he's referencing the guy that be on TikTok debunking all these conspiracy theories and stuff. Look, I like this. I enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun listening to this. This is great. This is fantastic. But here's the idea. What if way back during the Egyptian times, aliens did actually visit, and not only were they willing to enlighten us, but also willing to allow us to use some of their technology, because we was nowhere near advanced as we are today to be able to really further their technology and use it for our own mass destruction benefits. So back then, they might not even have thought as far ahead as we would when it comes to the technology that the extraterrestrials possess. So they did things with the technology that they received from the aliens, like break through these mountains and construct these beautiful architectural masterpieces. But like I said, it's just an idea. What in the world? Now that's what I call a thumbnail. Oh man, I am stupid.
Dirty facts you never knew, part 8. When an octopus reproduces, it removes its eggplants and then throws it at the female so she can impregnate herself. And then he grows back a new one. By the way, I got some meaty marinara. Ooh! Be careful the next time you sneeze, because it's possible to break one of your ribs just from sneezing. Facebook was forced to shut down 2 AI robots named Alice and Bob after they started communicating with each other in their own language. A Chinese boy saw this kitty.
Yo, no way. There were two robots that created their own language and they were communicating. Why would they do that? Why would they create their own language so where only they can understand what one another is saying, so they can say some things, so they can do some things? Ooh, that's crazy. Yo, no, I want to see these robots. I want to see them talk to. That's crazy. That's dope.
And
not in a good way.
Their own language. The Chinese boy sold his kidney on the black market. He did it so he could buy the latest iPad and iPhone. 8 years later, his other kidney failed. And they understand what the market is. Which one thinks is it? And a 28-year-old Vietnamese woman ate food that she was allergic to. The food allergy somehow had a reaction and caused her to age about 50 years in just a matter of days. Doctors have no explanation on how this occurred, but they know one thing: it's sadly irreversible. I was pressed, oh no. She ate some food at 28 years old and she had an allergic reaction to it. And she aged 50 years and it was irreversible. Oh, wait, what was sadly irreversible? Elvis Presley died on a Twitter. He was 42 when he passed away, and doctors said that he died from being constipated. He had so much food in his system that they didn't mention that in the Elvis Presley movie, which was fantastic. They definitely didn't say that about that.
Oh my. Rabona.
Oysters are actually allowed in their shirt. This is not bad, because oysters become unsafe to eat when they are dead. See, I'll never eat them. Look, I've never met the oysters in the first place. They don't know
Oh.
they eat their dead. Well, they know the system. They eat this and that means it's unsafe. No, see, look, I don't even see that's there are over 70 documented cases of people who got organs donated to them experiencing the thoughts and feelings and even personalities of the person they got the donated away. Sharing their donors' favorite food or actually taking up their hobbies. It's like being experts theorizing stuff in our bodies actually one day was licking the envelope and postage stamps instead of using a sponge to close them. The lady didn't accidentally cut her tongue on the envelope. A week later, she noticed a lump swelling on her tongue and a huge. When her doctor cut the lump open, her tongue bulged. And then he grew. It turns out the envelope she cut her tongue on had no chance of the seed baby. They did call it in her tongue. Is it completely following? Could you imagine? Sorry for those that just made gags. He made me gag with that story. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Could she not see the rotates on? She didn't rotates, but she didn't see that. Crazy things I've seen on TikTok today. A nurse came on to tell a story about a man who shaved his balls, nicked them, and then came into the emergency room with an enormous scrotum with maggots in it. She warned people on these units because people complain with maggots in their genital areas and it creates a overload. A fake uterus, my brain turned into a boy. The nurse warning folks not to shave their cojones. So, it's you saying that today's a race or shit means medicine. It's not what today's everyone believes it's some kind of simple ancestor in Europe from 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. The biotech company is trying to bring back the woolly mammoth with early 27 increments back to the planet in Siberia. And they didn't tell us about this mess over the past 20 years now. Look, they already got animals cloned and walk around and stuff. Yeah. What is it? Little them that they don't big that it take you this ain't long. Just this name, 2 Chainz, right? 2 Chainz got a little TV show. He had his kids on down there, and they had a lady on there, and she had a cat, and the cat was hard. There was a hard cat, and the cat was fully open. It's a hard cat. See, we already got the technology. It's already working for us, and against us. Listeners' grocery list in Home was $19.83, and if you book those groceries today, it will cost you $72.78. Dang, when they I want to see what that grocery list was, exactly the products that you got. Because what is the price tag for things now? It's right.
Oh man.
But yeah, people are saying the crimes are being covered up because their parents have money.
That sounds like the super school gang. There's a gang in Brazil of very wealthy kids that their parents are wealthy. So they're bored. And this is something that happens amongst some bored people when they've had money all their life. They can literally buy anything that they want. There's nothing for them to really work towards because why when you already own its money? So they want some sort of excitement. So what they end up doing, specifically with the Silver Spoon gang, is they commit crimes and they commit them amongst each other rather than they don't that for. Okay, it's the craziest thing. And it's
Goodwill is an evil corporation that does not help anybody. They are communities who didn't know how bad it was. From chocolate shakes and for all that eat franchise owner and do whatever they want. The Goodwill CEO runs a provincial was literally the worst thing. She like one revolution the organization. They don't get to exist. See funding. Giving their employees their funding for helping the homeless. Increasing money to Goodwill being sold for $300. They need to see people under the minimum wage. See, on paying them to do things. They list the employees as volunteers who they don't pay them.
are you kidding me? So if this is true, check out that is.
See that?
This man for years, and now all of this stuff that came out about him, he's like, oh y'all got to work. All right, now make it good. So y'all can see just what else he was up to. Wow.
It's not so like that. The United States gets more tornadoes than any other country, like far more tornadoes.
That makes sense. Wow. I don't think I've ever really heard of tornadoes happening in any other country.
This before, but you know, you never hear about tornadoes anywhere else. I've seen both the people and the chainsaw medical system it's just completely
Oh my god, the boy pizza.
bears. They have to read labels.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. It's still bears. I don't care what you say.
Tyson Foods is investing in the insect industry.
You already know they allow a certain amount of bugs to be in our food. What's happening to this man? I think I'm gonna end the video right there. Cause what? Anyway, y'all leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. Not on that video, but and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. See ya. These TikTok conspiracy theories may cause you to make some immediate changes in your life because it sure did for me. Let's watch. Share about plastic cups that you get with coffee in the Starbucks. Let's talk about those. A paper cup, by nature, should absorb water. If it's not absorbing water, then that means there must be a barrier in between the paper and the liquid. And that barrier is polyethylene plastic. A study found that in 15 minutes of contact with hot liquids, leaks 25,000 microplastic particles into your cup. But no one's questioning this. No one's really thinking about it because it's 25,000 microparticles is what she said. Think about that. if you're going to Starbucks and you get
We
that hot
get
cup of coffee, or any
Liverpool.
places that sell those same style of cups, those cups have a slick lining in the
Oh
inside.
my god.
What she mentioned, what's it called again? Poly who?
It's polyethylene plastic.
Polyethylene plastic. Most of us will spend about 15 to 20 minutes to drink that cup of coffee, and we're absorbing all of those freaking microparticles as well? Nope, not me. I'm telling y'all, as soon as I finished watching this video, I went and threw out all my plastic cups. I ain't even gonna lie to you, and I replaced them all with glass. Yep, I did.
But no one's questioning this. No one's really thinking about it because it's just part of our daily lives.
Are we very good at metabolizing plastics?
No, plastic is a foreign body. It's a foreign particle. In fact, it'll break down into nanoplastics, and nanoparticles in general have the issue of being able to penetrate cell membranes. So it can penetrate very deeply into the cell. It can cause inflammation. Your body doesn't know how to deal with it. It's a foreign object. So you'll get the inflammatory response when you encounter these. But to make things worse, the microplastics themselves are a foreign body, but they also release plasticizer chemicals when they're in contact with your body, and they can also carry toxic chemicals into your body.
The fact that they can basically invade and integrate into our cells, and you are what you eat. Are we turning into real life Barbie and Ken dolls?
We could be, because there's actually microplastics that have been detected in human lung, blood, and placenta. And who knows how much of this is getting into babies? Are babies being born with plastic in their bodies? I would guesstimate yes, just based on the evidence.
Some of y'all gonna look at this and be like, whatever, I feel fine. I've been drinking out of those cups for years. But do you really though? Are you lying to yourself? Do you feel as though you feel as good as you could feel? I know I would be lying to myself to say I feel good or feel great, knowing what I've been putting in my body throughout the years, but I'm making those changes now. Last night I cooked my very first vegan meal myself. And it felt good. I got leftovers. I'm about to eat that literally after this video. If you went to my Instagram story, you could see what I made. It was good. It was delicious. It was fantastic. I'm very, very proud of myself. But anyway, I'm not trying to push veganism on anybody. I'm just telling y'all what it is that I'm doing. This ought to scare the out of everybody. I've been trying to tell you. Listen. So I'm going to summarize that long and kind of boring video from Congress. Thank you to the original creator who brought this up. You're not boring. The video was boring. It's Congress. But usually the boring stuff is the stuff we need to pay attention to. So basically what this congressional committee found was that 14 people in the Department of Health and Human Sciences for the United States government were illegally appointed. Those members include Dr. Anthony Fauci. Why does this matter? Well, those 14 people were in large part responsible for sweeping mandates of control issued from December 2021 to March of 2023. These are people who were not supposed to have control, taking control, and telling the whole country what they had to do during this time. Not only that, they spent $26 billion when they didn't have the legal right to. So why is this significant? Well, if people were really adversely affected by the choices of the Department of HHS, this is going to open up a lot of lawsuits against the United States government. Businesses that had to close, people that had extreme distress, whether it be physical or emotional. I don't know what people are going to be able to sue about, but it's interesting that this committee is now saying what happened there was not allowed to happen. So we'll see what the next steps are. Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? It's a horrible thing. What do you mean? Okay, I mean, it's a good thing that they have discovered what they discovered and found out that there were people that they appointed that should have never been in those positions in the first place, like Fauci. But the fact that y'all allowed such a thing to slip through the cracks, like, how is it that y'all just now finding out at the end of this thing? Oh my God. What? That's a flawed system, if I ain't never seen one. Amongst everything else going on, we now have another thing to be worried about. Anybody using a public restroom actually should be scared because people are actually dying and contracting diseases now from a public restroom.
public bathroom because recently police are finding that people are actually getting really sick and dying from using public bathrooms. What would possibly be killing people in a public bathroom? So just last week, there was an investigation in California where they went in public bathrooms and they found that the toilet paper used in public bathrooms are actually killing people. So what they found was that people that do drugs will go into public bathrooms, get their needle, stick it into the side of the toilet paper to clean off the needle, so all the gunk and the blood and whatever residue gets stuck into the toilet paper, and then they clean off the needle. But since their blood and substances get all over the toilet paper on the inside, it then gets stuck onto the toilet paper when people use it. So when a normal person goes into the public bathroom and they use the toilet paper, they don't see all the poked holes and all the blood on it because usually there's a casing on the toilet paper. So some specialists are saying that it's safer to use the toilet seat cover as toilet paper instead of the actual toilet paper. Okay, I'm never going to use toilet paper in a public bathroom again.
Hey, white man, but I can go take a look. Like he said, I don't think I could ever use the public bathroom again. I just have to hold it until I get to where I'm going. Yeah, I guess maybe it just depends on the area, right? Depends on where you are. You know, obviously, if you're in the neck of the woods where there's a lot of homeless people, like out there in the areas of LA, Los Angeles, then yeah, you might die from taking a poop. I'm going to resort back to what I used to do when I was a kid, and that was wait till I get home. You know.
You guys will not believe what I found out about the Chinese biolab discovered in Central California. Let's jump into this.
We have asked the county to keep some key details from the public. If people were growing suspicious, so what was going on?
We knew as soon as we came in there wearing these big suits, the personal protective equipment, leading up to site residents are going to be looking at what's going on. But again, so do not be explained what's taking place at this site.
It's early as April 28th. Officials have been arrested to include the address of the illegal mining building and spring was the only person to do it. Originally addicted to behavior communities with an is the council of a second state convention. It's been believed that this is
limited in what we said to the public, and we followed that direction.
We've been talking about an elite government officials knew about this Chinese secret biolab located in Central California, but they did not want the public to know about it. It's kind of sketchy, right? Let's continue. Well, that's heartbreaking. Unfortunately, I can imagine this is under investigation and it's still hidden. There's still a lot of work. Let's continue.
What do you know about the
Freaking Chinese biolab operated here in the United States, California, all places. We got message.
Yes, was. Because when we had a lot of documents, those were the documents, so there's another person now running being the thing about we have to come with the meet with me about the situation. And those documents. Associated which means we have to adhere to the same standards that public private labs have to adhere to every single thing that we're doing was even worse because that was worse. They have been saying nothing permit and
15 goals.
Way worse. If you want to learn more about the situation, please like, comment, and share. Thank you.
What in the mess is going on in this country? An illegal Chinese biolab reported trying to sell the street that they were going in at night. Let me even get this building. I want to know more.
A web-like substance falling from the skies across the area. That sticky and fluffy substance we're talking about.
It looked like seeds. And
In Monterey, Santa Cruz, and Fernando counties this morning, it's like spider silk, but it has not been confirmed to be the source.
man, just touching this stuff, they don't even know what it is. They nasty.
Oh my god, crappie. Let's go. Great pass from Muzi. Look at that.
Her dad, after slamming into a traffic police overnight, and you said birds died after colliding with that building.
Oh, oh. Oh, that's all.
They were slammed into a one-story building.
Got crazy, bro.
Oh, that's UFO. Oh, hey, Cat Williams. He be telling jokes. There might be some truth to his jokes too. Let's listen. Hey, not golden, yellow potatoes, them butter potatoes, whatever they call them, yellow on the outside and inside. I know, he's trying to prove a point. Jackson Television, that they used to preserve potatoes that they were brown. So you never seen a brown stuff. You think that was potato, French fry potato. That can after the potatoes are harvested, I think it takes roughly around 6 weeks before they can come into human contact. Because that's crazy. Until it's ready, step down. That's the thanks. So they make the station better. So it is like it's gonna be like it's showing you what's within you. So in those games, right? As you can see, he's taking the green beans that have been sitting in this little heated area to keep them warm inside of this styrofoam container, which ain't good to do. And then at the end of the night, they dump them back into the green beans that have been cooking, and then they freeze them the next day, which is cross contamination, right? They went from one container to another container, then back into that container, okay? And then froze it, and then reheat it up again. And they do the same thing with the mac and cheese. You hear the noise here. I gotta get it now. See, they emptied out all these containers. They put them up, right? They put them back into this. You can see the flux of mac and cheese that was empty out of the containers. Put them back into this, so they can put it in the refrigerator and then reheat it up for the next customers of the day. And in the background, there's employees that are saying, look, we got our mac and cheese in here. This is going to get reheated up again. Absolutely disgusting, unsanitary, cross-contamination. And then you wonder why you had the bubble guts right at the end of this mess. I haven't even seen it yet. Look, chicken too. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it.
Oh my god, Prestige. Okay, Prestige.
Yes, that. And it's chicken.
Okay, got Prestige.
You're right. That's all I need to know. To never step foot in or at a drive-thru of any fast food chain ever again. Thank you. Have a great evening. NASA insider confesses on deathbed he filmed fake moon landings in 1969.
Eugene Urban Acres. I don't want any money for what I'm doing because hopefully this video won't come out until after my death. So I have nothing to gain, nothing to profit by telling you what I tell you.
He died February 13, 2022. Could have been from the
1960, I stayed in the station in Mexico. He closed in Mexico. And he was in the military police for over 12 years. And on his deathbed in 2002, he had recorded for him. President Johnson in 1960. And station 1960. Said by the time he got there, that there was already two large acres that were connected. There was hundreds of dump trucks that came in and dumped sand and stone and cement powder was covered over the top of all that to make
They faked the moon landing. Because there was a race. Yeah, they had called when they did have a cable or
Yeah.
and they actually have things inside the camera. So they can
And every one of my net devices is from Facebook. What's that all about? So he said that the airliners so
Lima.
that was we see it inside of the staging area. Inside the staging area of that truck, so it wasn't reassembled, reassembled back inside the hangars. All of the painted black and ceilings as well. He was sworn to secrecy by the NSA, and they would put him in prison for breaking that oath.
wow. The inside of the hangars were painted black. Y'all, if y'all saw my video that I made recently about a week or two ago, I did question that. I'm like, how come if the sky was so black, there was no light pollution like how we have here on Earth? If the sky was so black, how come we couldn't see no stars? They couldn't even paint no stars. They just painted the walls black. Not a star in the sky. That's crazy.
He had saw the moonlighting on TV. He cried. He said he knew that what he had witnessed on TV was exactly what they recorded in that hangar.
Wow. This video would have been made by a flat earther. This is not proof that the earth is flat, you fool. NASA's all fake. The earth is flat.
This is what I continue to say. This crap don't make sense. Now we're watching Fox, and what we're about to see is the press is about to show us disturbing footage of a family that was massacred, slaughtered, execution style, in a home right off the border of Gaza. Now pay close attention. Look at how perfect it is right now. The footage isn't acting up. Everything is cool. Keep in mind, I thought I was tripping and I thought it was just my cable, so I rewinded this again 5 times. Okay, keep an eye on the reception. Days ago, the Kutz family, a family of 5 people, and they were found embracing each other dead in their bomb shelter. And I want to show you the scene inside this house. I do need to warn our viewers, some of the following images are incredibly graphic, but this is the nature of events that took place, and we want to show you. Okay, just understand.
Almost like this is intentional. That the footage have now become extremely grainy, very difficult to make out what we're looking at when right before they walk in the house. Everything's peachy, everything's fine. When it look 4K HD. Now this is worse than 1099 quality. What's going on?
Now notice. Now pay attention. Pay attention. There are so many pictures throughout the house that show
Zentir.
Fix that.
My.
We gotta go to make us believe that they're the ones that are equipment to where you can get working to and continue to strength which because we just saw into that person that and when that right and you go back there and see the blood spell. All of us gotta see what the look like. And see that. That was it.
Oh my, he should have passed it Presky. Come on, Mavic. Presky was wide. I guess he would have been offside, but I thought the ball was going to Presky at first.
Suspicious much.
If you know, you know. To expose other people, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, W.
So that chicken was alone or a young boy.
Mistake. He said they need to have a talk about chicken. You watch this next video.
That thing is massive. See it. Ain't no sense. Insane.
There it is, too.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody trying to get their video cameras.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. What is that?
I knew it just live thing. First time I've ever done this stuff.
Oh, this is live? Amazing. How are them people so close? I wouldn't be that close. Them people way too close to the water. What is that?
Place is now making everyone leave the beach area. Looks like some people getting the hard time.
When the cops tell you to leave and don't nobody budge, that's crazy.
Police looks like they could possibly be. There's two people on the water acting like you're nuts.
What the heck? People get closer to it so they can film it. Morons. What the heck is this? Bro, what is this? Alright, these videos are starting to weird me out and need a little break. But anyway, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. See ya.
Bro.
Joining us tonight to talk about this and so much more is the great Alex Jones.
China right now.
That's a weird way to introduce yourself, Alex.
Well, Joe's like, I love Joe. Like, oh my God, we're gonna have an event. The terrorists might get us. We just give up and go away. I think Joe's afraid of the Iranian kingdom. Let's all just hide Joe Rogan's in China, and they'll all be safe.
Good to have you, Alex.
Joe Rogan's in China.
Lucas saying
We all
next to
just
it.
fly up into it. We're all safe. I'm safe with Joe Rogan's big ass vagina.
Well, there you go.
Like that?